I want to talk about something that doesn't get called out nearly enough in this industry, not because it's not happening, but because it feels uncomfortable to name. Sounding unsure in your marketing. And this is not because you actually are unsure, but because your captions quietly undermine you. This is marketing mistake number 29, sounding insecure or apologetic in your posts. And this one hits especially hard if you've been doing henna for a while. You're not new. You're not inexperienced. You've worked events, you've put in the hours, you've earned your skill. And yet, your captions still sound like you're asking for permission to exist. You've probably written things like, still practicing, not perfect, but trying something new, be kind, I'm learning. And on the surface, those phrases seem harmless, even humble. But let me be very clear with you, especially if you're burnt out, tired, or questioning whether this business is still worth it. Those phrases are costing you trust. Not because your clients are judging you, but because they're reading between the lines. Clients don't analyze captions the way that artists do. They feel them. And when your words sound uncertain, their nervous system responds with hesitation. They start to wonder, is this person confident? Is she experienced enough? Should I keep looking for someone else? And if none of that is actually true, it still feels like it to them. And here's the part that matters. Confidence in marketing is not about pretending you're flawless. It's about removing language that invites doubt. Okay? Clients are not looking for perfection. They're looking for reassurance. They want to feel safe choosing you. And safety comes from clarity and conviction, not apology. This mistake shows up most often in artists who are deeply self-aware. You see your own growth edges, right? You notice every tiny flaw. You compare your work to artists who've been doing it longer. So you soften your captions. You minimize your work before anyone else can. You think you're being honest, but what you're actually doing is preemptively disqualifying yourself. And let me say this in a way that might land more clearly. Your clients do not see what you see. They don't notice the line that you wish was smoother. They don't know what technique you're still refining. They don't see the comparison running in your head. What they do see is the finished result. And more importantly, they feel your energy. When your captions sound unsure, they don't think, oh, she's so humble. They think, she doesn't sound confident. And confidence is one of the biggest buying triggers there is. This is especially important if you've been stuck in the cycle of having inconsistent bookings, right? Burnt out artists oftentimes assume that pricing is the problem or the algorithms or luck, but very often it's tone, right? Not what you're saying, but how you're positioning yourself while you're saying it. So here's a reframe I want you to sit with. Confidence is not arrogance. Confidence is clarity. It's saying, this is what I do. This is what I offer. This is why it matters. And without apology, you can still be warm. You can still be human. You can still be growing even. You just don't need to narrate your self-doubt publicly. Growth can happen privately. It's okay. Marketing, though, should feel steady. So think about the last service provider that you booked with, right? Maybe that's hair, massage, photography, whatever, any professional service. If their website said, I'm still figuring this out, or I'm not perfect yet, would you feel excited to book with them? Probably not. And maybe not even because they're bad, but just because uncertainty transfers. Your captions set the emotional tone for the entire booking decision. Now let's talk about what you can do instead. This does not require you to lie. What it requires you to do is reframe. Instead of, oh, I'm still practicing this style, you might say, I've been refining this style and I love how it complements softer designs. Instead of, it's not perfect, but I tried something new, you might say, I'm exploring new elements that add depth and movement. They're both the same truth, but it's different energy. One asks for forgiveness. The other signals intention, and intention is what clients trust. Here's the key shift. Stop centering what you think is missing. Start centering what the client receives. They don't care about your internal critique. They care about how your work will make them feel seen, confident, beautiful, well taken care of. That's the value. Now, let's move this into some action because this mistake only changes when you practice differently. So here's your corrective task for today. And it's powerful precisely because it's small. I want you to go back and find one caption where you undersold yourself, okay? And I want you to look for apologetic language, minimizing phrases, anything that softens your authority. And then I want you to rewrite it. Same post, same photo, but this time remove the apology. Replace it with clarity. Not hype, not exaggeration, just certainty. Then schedule it. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for confidence to magically appear. Confidence grows after you act, not before. This is exactly the kind of mindset and language calibration we do inside of the Hennapreneur app. Not teaching you to fake confidence, because you don't need to do that, but helping you to stop eroding it in your own marketing. You don't need to be further along to speak clearly. You're already farther along than you probably think. Your work deserves to be presented without hesitation. And when your captions sound grounded, calm, and self-assured, clients don't second guess you. They don't test your boundaries. They trust you. If this resonated with you, and if you recognize yourself here in this little chat, download the Hennapreneur app. Come join me in one of my programs and let me help you shift the way that you show up without forcing yourself to become someone you're not. You don't need louder marketing. You need steadier language, and that's a skill you can absolutely build.